We are here, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta get through today's One Piece chat. I gotta get through this One Piece chapter, then My Hero Academia, then Jujutsu Kaisen. So needless to say, I got a bit of a busy day because we're also celebrating my youngest sister's 27th birthday. Yeah, our youngest sister's birthday today, so we're going to be going out to eat with her. So I need to get all of this stuff done. Now, mind you, we're not going to be leaving until like maybe 2 hours from now. So I still have time, but all the same, let's stay succinct, and let's also go ahead and get the formalities out of the way, shall we? Good to see you, Ravi. Good to see you, Ogata-san. And good to see you, Kohagen. So let's go. Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here, and welcome, everyone. It's good to see you. Psycho, did you change your name? Did you change your name? You're no longer Psycho Ghost Rider. You're now called Master Psycho? I was about to say, who is this person who just popped up? I don't remember giving a Master Psycho a blue wrench, but this has got to be Psycho. Thank you, Ravi. Also, thank you. I'll tell my sister. I'll give my sister. Any chance you could skip the title? It's on the first page. Yeah, I could. Wait, what in the world? What is going on with chat? What in the world? Why does it keep repeating that you've been a member for 7 months? It keeps repeating that. Hold on. Let me refresh my page. I don't know why it keeps popping up that you've been a member for 7 months repeatedly over and over and over again. That's weird. I think I may have had to reset my page. But good to see you, Katos, as well. Sniper Plays Games, watching One Piece as we speak on episode 404. Nice. I don't know why it keeps repeating it. It's weird. But as long as it doesn't just keep doing that. It's definitely telling me, yeah, okay, I could tell. All right, so you say any chance you could skip the title screen? It's on the first page. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring it up. Okay, I can't see it. It's the very first page. Wait a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean skip the title? Any chance you could skip the title? It's on the first page. It's kind of hard for me to skip the title if it's also on a page where stuff is happening on the page. It's kind of hard for me to do. Like, I'm holding my fingers up. The page is not up, but it's kind of hard for me to not look at the title if it's in the middle of the first page. Exactly, but it's hard for me to not look at it if there's stuff going on the middle page as well. So I'll be careful. I'll see if I can finesse it. Okay. All right. So after, okay, I can't see it. I can't see the title itself. But I'm trying to make it out. So I can only see the panels themselves. All right, so last we left off, I'm being very careful how I have my hand right now so I don't see the title. Last we left off, Garp and his band of members of Sword raided Pirate Island, Hachinosu, and we also seen the devil fruit powers of the multiple members of Sword. And we also pretty much got a confirmation that Garp is not only one of the strongest people in One Piece, but he's also one of the few people that also can use all types of haki, including Conquerors, which he uses with a massively powerful move called Galaxy Impact that has him imbuing his fists with armament haki and Conqueror's haki, punching towards the ground and unleashing a shockwave that basically destroys the entire area underneath him. Mind you, this is a 76-year-old Garp. Imagine how much more powerful he was in his prime when he was fighting Roger on a regular basis. This man came to lay hands on the sick and depraved. So, yeah. So, we see the ship sailing into the air. We also see the shockwave from Garp's Galaxy Impact. We see multiple pirates being thrown out. We see Garp just smiling as his Conquerors in Haki imbued fist is just right there and he's just smiling. And we just see the fallout as someone's going, "The battleship's coming down!" And then Gruss goes... And then Prince Gruss, who has like a golem, a clay fruit, goes, "Cumulum glorbus! Cumuloglorbus!" And he causes this massive wave of clay to just appear right behind Garp. Okay, now I can move my hand. And everyone, Tashigi is holding on, Helmeppo's holding on. Everyone who's on Garp's ship is holding on for dear life as it lands. As all the other pirates are still flying in the air after this massive galaxy impact shockwave. "Darn you, Garp! I'll kill that old geezer!" If you're not Roger, you're not killing Garp. None of these regular run-of-the-mill pirates are. They're not. "I'll kill that old geezer." But then we see Garp just stand. He reminds me of Whitebeard. He reminds me of Whitebeard when he was standing there and the Moby Dick just appeared right behind him. Garp is having his Whitebeard Marineford moment. I can't wait to read through that when I start reading One Piece from the beginning. Because to those who don't know, I'm going to be reading One Piece from Volume 1 all the way down to 82. And then, because when I started doing One Piece on this channel, for those who don't know, I started on the very first chapter of Volume 83. So, expect 82 different streams of me reading through the entire One Piece series later in May. So it's going to be interesting. But Garp is having his own Whitebeard moment as he's standing here in front of his own ship as he goes, "Don't move, pirates, or you'll suffer even more." And it just shows a bunch of pirates who are just completely unconscious and down and out as he stands there. In the midst of the destruction his one punch caused. "Just look at this mess. Huh. After all these years, I'm losing my edge." He's saying he's losing his edge after causing this much destruction? This man says he's losing his edge. He's not saying, "Look at this mess. I could have done better with the collateral damage." No, he's saying, "Look at this mess. I'm losing my edge because this is not as much destruction I would have caused in my younger days." "After all these years, I'm losing my edge." As he still stands there with a Conqueror's Haki imbued armament Haki fist. He's just standing there and the lightning is just shooting off his fist. And he's saying that he's losing his edge? He just blew the mind of every single One Piece fan last week, or the week before last week. And he's saying that this is him losing his edge? "After all these years, I'm losing my edge." Oh, shut up! You can't possibly do more damage than this! And then it cuts to Helmeppo, who goes, "Vice Admiral Garp!" Oh wait, that's Koby. "Vice Admiral Garp!" "Ah, Koby, you're all right." "Oh man, I'm so glad they didn't kill Koby," says Helmeppo. And then it cuts to Prince Gruss. "I can't believe he called Koby the future of the Marines. That sucks. I'm gonna sabotage him." "You're not supposed to say that part out loud, you sweet sheltered child. You went too far, Garp. Naughty boy." And, you know, it's Prince Gruss with his golem, and it's with your girl, Kukaku? I forgot her name. She's a granddaughter of Sudu. I forget her name, but she has the whip power. "Koby! Captain Koby! Hey, Koby!" "Huh? Captain Koby!" "Huh? Tashigi?" "It's more than just the sword members. And then we have Hibari right there next to him. "Vice Admiral Garp, I can't get Koby's shackle off, no matter how I try." "You gotta help." And before anything is said, let me sit down. I'm gonna waste time if I get up. Before she says anything, before Koby can even get away from her, Hibari is flash frozen. There's only one. We know where he is. He's still there on Hachinosu. There's only one person that can flash freeze an individual. Before Kobe can say, "You gotta help!" Before he says that, Hibari is flash frozen behind him. What? Hibari! Hibari! Says the Whip Whip power user. I forget her name, I'm sorry. And then Garp looks on solemnly as he says, Kuzan. What? Kuzan? What have you done? Unfreeze Hibari right now! Yeah, it's Aokiji! Captain Kuzan! Hey, Kuzi! Kuzi? Don't say that. Don't ever say that. We can't have this, Kobe. You can't go escaping when Teach isn't around. Kuzan is there. Wow. Okay, so here's the thing, and I'm gonna be quick. Kuzan, when he was still in the Navy, admired Garp greatly. He admired Garp. Always looking at Garp saying like, hey, you're awesome, you know that? We're gonna go through that once we hit those chapters, but he admired Garp greatly. So for this great admirer to be right in front of Garp, we can't have this, Kobe. You can't go escaping when Teach isn't around. Information! 2 years! We're getting narration. 2 years ago, Admirals Akainu and Aokiji fought over the right to be the next Naval Fleet Admiral. About a year after that, hey, what happened here? Ah, it's Blackbeard, get out of town! On an island in the New World, and people are running and screaming. Who did this? Hold that. I don't even need to ask. There's only one man who could do such a thing. It's you, Aokiji! So this is 2 years ago when Kuzan first met Teach. It's you, Aokiji! All my people are frozen outside! Undo your powers! What does this say about Kuzan if he froze every single member of the Blackbeard Pirates, including San Juan Wolf? How strong is this man? He froze everyone. Well, actually not everyone, because I see down here at the bottom, I see someone holding a rifle, so that's Van Augur, and I see someone with a big old coat and hat, so that could possibly be Katarina Devon with Teach, and then Teach is in there screaming at him. All my people are frozen outside! Undo your powers! Mo, shut up. Better watch out with that tremor fruit here. Your crew will crumble to pieces. You're their captain, you should know. You really think I struck first? Plus, you've heard the situation. I'm in a state of mourning. It's not the right time to test me. You can imagine who was in the wrong here. What? What do you mean, state of mourning? This is a year. This is a year after the events of Kuzan and Akainu fighting each other. I'm in a state of mourning. It's not the right time to test me. You can imagine who was in the wrong here. I like the way you drink, Ice Candy. Same to you, you sick bastard. Wow. So we have a laugh for Kuzan. Da ha ha ha. Da ha 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 ha. And then it cuts to Kuzan just chilling with Blackbeard, and this is exposition I did not know that we needed. But now it cuts to Kuzan chilling with the rest of the crew, including Lafitte, who we strangely haven't seen in a long time now. But this is like a year ago. This is 2 years ago. Well, yeah, a year ago, where Kuzan first met Teach and the crew, and he's just chilling with him. Same to you, sick bastard. Hey, we need more drinks over here. And because it shows San Juan Wolf just eating a whole fish just outside. So yeah, he was towering over the little bar that Kuzan is in, but now he's shrunken down to a size where he's just barely over the height of the house. So yeah, that's that gigantification, I was about to say gigantification quirk, gigantification devil fruit in play here. And then it cuts to Kuzan talking to Blackbeard and the crew, and it cuts to Blackbeard going, so what did Akainu say after that? Two men who came up the ranks together in a fight to the death. I can feel something boiling up within me. You think you're made of magma? Oh, wait. And then it cuts to... And then, no, it cuts to Kuzan, who says, two men who came up the ranks together in a battle to the death. I can feel something boiling up within me. You think you're made of magma? And then it cuts to... Kuzan has no chill when he's all chill. Because Akainu's all like, two men who came up the ranks together in a fight to the death. I can feel something boiling up within me. And Kuzan is all... You think you're made of magma? And then Avalo Pizarro is laughing at him going, and then Kuzan continues. So look at me now. I've only got one leg. I have to fill out the pair with ice. At all times. So now we are getting a canon. Explanation for his injuries. We're getting a canon explanation for his injuries. Because if many of us seen One Piece Film Z, and I won't stay too long on this. If many of us seen One Piece Film Z, during the encounter of Kuzan in the bathhouse with Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and Brook, this is the first time we see Kuzan after the events of their battle. And we see his injuries, such as his missing leg that he turns into ice. But we never got a canon explanation. But here, he just snaps off his leg. And I believe he snaps off... Does he snap off his leg only? Yeah, he does, because he pulls his leg up and then pulls his pant leg up, and we just see that underneath it is just an ice-made prosthetic leg. So look at me now. I only got one leg. I have to fill out the pair with ice. at all times. And then it cuts to Avalo, who goes,
Yeah, so that's what it's like when admirals fight. What about Akainu? Did you at least rip an arm off?
Nah, but he should be scarred all over. And then, so even though Akainu apparently didn't lose any limbs, judging from this discussion, Kuzan definitely scarred him up. Like, he does have a scar going up the side of his face, and he also has part of his ear missing as well. So yeah, Kuzan definitely messed him up, even though Akainu took far more from Kuzan. But yeah. Nah, but he should be scarred all over. And then Katarina speaks. Muru? Speaking of scars, Commodore, do you think he knows about Burn Scar? Burn Scar? And then Burgess speaks.
See, there are 4 red poneglyphs out there in the world that are more important than any...
See, there are 4 red poneglyphs, because I still need to do the... See, there are 4 red poneglyphs out there in the world that are more important than any others. 2 of the 4 belong to Kaido and Big Mom. And then Blackbeard speaks. But the other 2, they are the ones we can't find. And one of them is said to be held by a man with a burn scar. Who, me?
You just got yours!
Says Vasco Shot. This is the first time we ever see Vasco Shot ever have a face fault. Like, his eyes pop out of his head. He goes, you just got yours! And he's, drinking. Then Lafitte speaks. Wow, I haven't spoken as Lafitte ever since we first seen him sailing on the ship with Shiryu. It's been a while. They say he rides in an all-black ship that swallows enemies in a gigantic vortex if they should wander too close. Perhaps that's a devil fruit at play. What do you mean? A person who sail... The Black Pearl? Is Jack Sparrow the one with the burn scars? Or is it Barbossa? No, it's not Barbossa because of the events of Dead Man Tell No Tales. Is Jack Sparrow the man with the burn scars? There's no other ship that I know that's all black except for the Black Pearl. I'm just saying. Johnny Depp in One Piece? What? Jack Sparrow in One Piece? Huh? Okay. Perhaps that's a devil fruit at play. And then Shiryu speaks. My guess is that it's a government man. The world government's got dark secrets of its own, and if they hold one of the stones, it means no pirate will ever reach the One Piece. And then Kuzan speaks. Poneglyphs. Got no good memories about them. But I'd seen one of those red stones at Ohara. I wouldn't forget it. But all I remember was a good friend fighting back against the government. I'm sorry? What do you mean? Hold up. Dial it back. Did he just say one of the red poneglyphs was at Ohara? When there was a road poneglyph at Ohara. Which makes me wonder, if the world government, did they get their hands on it? And if not, did the Giants get their hands on it? Because if the Giants got their hands on the road poneglyph, that would mean the road poneglyph is in Elbaf. If the world government didn't get their hands on it and the Giants did. Oh, okay. We'll keep that in mind. If I'd seen one of those red stones at Ohara, I wouldn't forget. Oh, wait. If I'd seen, got no good memories of them. If I'd seen one of those red stone and poneglyphs at Ohara, I wouldn't forget it. No, okay. Let me dial it back. I misread what he said. I did not even include the word if. If he'd seen one of these red stones at Ohara. Don't worry about correcting me. I'm correcting myself. If I'd seen one of those red stones at Ohara, I wouldn't forget it. But all I remember was a good friend fighting back against the government, and the sad, lonely eyes of a little girl whose fate rested in the palm of my hand. And then it cuts to, who is that? Is that Teach in the back? No, that's someone else. That looks like Vasco Shot or Katarina Devon. It's someone going, sounds like a real boring story. And then it cuts to Lafitte as he's whispering to Teach. What do you think, Commodore? If we take his power, it would be a huge boost. And then Kuzan notices that Lafitte is trying to talk about taking Kuzan's power. And then he goes, I heard that, you wretched scum. Do I need to send all of you to a frozen hellscape? Ah! Oh, and I've heard about how you're hunting for devil fruit powers. You want to try me? Wait, Kuzan, calm down. I apologize. My man here made a stupid suggestion, but that's not my intent. It's just the opposite. Would you ride with us instead? Huh? Have you lost your mind, Captain? You're out of a job, ain't you? Ah, I bit my tongue. You're out of a job, ain't you? Anything lined up? What else are you gonna do, huh? Chased around by the powers of justice? But in our world, justice takes a different form. Watch yourself. Just because we shared a few drinks doesn't mean I trust any of the lot of you. Easy now, easy. Have you got the wrong idea about pirates? Nobody said we were all the best of friends here. The only thing pirates need is an alignment of interests. And then it just cuts to San Juan Wolf drinking outside. Time passes, we see the ships, and we see the Jolly Roger of the Blackbeard Pirates, and it cuts to Kuzan, who's standing there with the words echoing in his mind, You're a free man. What do you want, Kuzan? And then it cuts to Kuzan as he breathes out a cold breath as Garp says, Hey, Kuzan, put his body back to normal. Let Kobe go. Come back to the Navy. And then Kuzan starts to cover his whole body. He starts to cover his whole body in ice as he goes, You always did like to say whatever was on your mind. But I'm afraid I can't help you with any of those things, Garp. I love that about you, which is why I live my life the way I want now. Blackbeard Pirates 10th Ship Captain, Kuzan. Asbo! Vice Admiral! Would you kill your senior apprentice to save your protege? Don't be tied down by this nonsense. Or wait, this is... Okay, so he freezes Garp completely in the ice ball, but it immediately starts to break around Garp as he goes, Don't be tied down by this nonsense. I taught you to live in the moment! And then the ice shatters as the pirates around are going, It's not working on him! Listen up, Kuzan. Wavering is a sign of weakness! And before Kuzan can do anything, Garp, still hockeyed up, grabs Kuzan by the face. Wavering is a sign of weakness! blue hole! And with all of his strength, Garp takes Kuzan by the face and then shoves him, like literally throws him into the ground. The impact is just monstrous as Kuzan's body goes into the ground. Just from, this is like Ichigo grabbing Aizen's face and then shoving him outside of Katakura town. But it's Garp. He just grabs him by the face, still hockeyed up, still using Conquerors, and shoves him, like with extreme force, into the ground. And then we cut to... Oh my god! I'm not ready for this! I am not ready for this! I am not ready for this! No! We're back at Winter Island! Winter Island, New World. And there's an explosion. And then from the ocean. And then we see Blackbeard standing. Bloodied, but he's standing and he's wheezing. Then we see Law's hat. Then we see the polar... Yo, Oda is not messing around. Oda is not messing around. The polar... Narration. The Polar Tang, submarine of the Heart Pirates, has been sunk. And we see the Polar Tang split in half. And everyone who was inside the ship just floating in the ocean. Jean Bart and everyone else. The Polar Tang is destroyed. Oda is clearing the board of pieces. First Kid gets one shot by Shanks, and the Kid Pirates are utterly destroyed, utterly defeated. Their Victoria Punk is destroyed. Now we see the aftermath of the fight between Blackbeard and Law lost. See, Roger Bay said this. I said it also. Well, after he said it. But if Blackbeard says room, it's over. God, wow. But as the Polar Tang is sinking, we get... Without your ship, you can't call yourself a pirate crew. You got no... And here's the thing about Blackbeard. He says ye a lot. Like, you have no means. Ye had no means. Like, he says ye a lot in this. Like, you can't call yourself a pirate crew. You've got no means of escape. And then it cuts to Law and Beppo just laying there unconscious. Law is bleeding out. There's a pool of blood coming out of Law. And Beppo is just down and out as well. Those 100 pirates whose hearts you stole at Rocky Port are all living in fear on Pirate Island. But if I bring your heart back with me, I'm sure they'd be in a celebrating mood. Okay. Let me keep going. Jesus. Lord Jesus. Those 100 pirates whose hearts you stole at Rocky Port are all living in fear on Pirate Island. But if I bring your heart back with me, I'm sure they'd be in a celebrating mood. And then we cut to someone speaking to Beppo, and apparently it was Chopper as he goes, "You really made it for me?"
Yeah, but I can't guarantee it works.
And then Beppo eats something. Did Chopper? The only reason why Beppo would be speaking to Chopper is because Chopper did something. And with Beppo eating something, the only conclusion I could come to is that Chopper made Beppo his own Rumble Ball. Why else would Chopper be eating something? Why else would Beppo be eating something? Chopper made Beppo a rumble ball. Next page.
I just can't decide whether to sell the Abob fruit or use it. Can it give me eternal life?
And then Beppo gets up. Get your hands off my captain! And then we see Beppo has grown massively in size as he swipes away literally all members of the Blackbeard Pirates away from Law.
Huh? It's so long.
And then Van Augur,
get your hands off my captain! Hotcha!
And he swipes away both Blackbeard and Van Augur, and blood is definitely shown as he claws away at him.
Huh? It's so long.
And then Van Augur is just shooting at Beppo. He's shooting at Beppo as he's going,
how can that be? The moon's not out.
And then Beppo throws something at the Blackbeard Pirates as we get more narration as time passes, and then they're apparently not on the island anymore.
Darn, they escaped the sea.
On Winter Island in the New World, the pirate Trafalgar Law, and Law is still conscious as he goes,
go back, Beppo. Can't leave the crew behind. I'm not going back. Trust them, Captain. We came out of that frozen port in the north, and we made it this far. None of us are gonna die.
And it cuts to Beppo, who's no longer ferocious looking, but he's swimming away from Winter Island as the Blackbeard Pirates are trying to, shoot at him as he's swimming away.
We made it together as a team. You can't die now, Captain. Please, Captain, please don't die.
On Winter Island in the New World, the pirate Trafalgar Law and his Heart Pirates defeated. To be continued. Oda is not playing. First, we see the Kid Pirates get utterly defeated. Now the Heart Pirates have been utterly defeated. I said this during that chapter. A pirate ship is crucial to a pirate crew. And with half of his own crew floating in the ocean right now, they both suffered the same. Both Kid and Law have suffered the same fates. Though with Law, at least Beppo is, not a devil fruit user, therefore he's able to swim in the ocean. But due to Kid and Killer, one having a full-fledged devil fruit and the other one suffering the after effects of a smile, neither one of them can swim. But both pirate crews, we literally just seen them celebrate. They just got 3 billion berry bounties. They just got 3 billion berry bounties. They just got these bounties. Hold on, let me see what chat is saying. Hold on. Lord. And we're going on break. Kid annihilated. Law defeated. Yeah, I see the difference. Okay. It's definitely totally me. Hey, dude, the title is in the middle of the first page. Continuation. Good, you successfully completed title skip challenge. Imagine Prime Garp Kujaku. Thank you, Ogata-san. Kujaku. Well, now we know that Kuzan is not at Egghead Island. The only person left now is Lafitte. And Katarina, Kuzan's Fleet Admiral candidate, no joke. This conversation is low-key fire. It really is. Last time we saw Lafitte was in chapter 803 at the beginning of Zoe, and that's when he was speaking to Burgess, who found the location of the Revolutionary Army's base back in Baltigo. That's how far back it's been. Like the aftermath of Dressrosa. That's how long it's been since we heard from Lafitte. And this is Lafitte back then. This isn't even current Lafitte. That's Lafitte when they were speaking to Kuzan the first time. Kuzan got jokes. Film Z, yes, exactly. We saw it in Film Z. Maybe the man marked by flames has a crew of fishmen? Maybe. It's William Turner. He has a black pearl. Yeah, that means man with burn scar took it. No, he said he's never saw a real poneglyph while he was on Ohara. Don't worry, yeah, y'all corrected me. Too late, I already typed it before you corrected yourself. Lafitte, you gotta be stealthy about this. Yeah, you're not gonna take the power from Kuzan. Garp Blitz chokeslam Kuzan, which is something because we've seen Kuzan be speedy. Like, he's fast enough to jump into the air and freeze 2 tsunamis before they came crashing down on the people, on everyone during the Marineford War. But Garp not only broke free of the ice ball, but also blitzed Kuzan in that same instance, grabbed him, and chokeslammed him with extreme force. And that's the last we see. We just see Garp embedding Kuzan's body into the ground. Your impersonations are top-notch. Thank you, Knight. Garp versus Garp 1v1 Roger in the good old days. Rest in peace, Polar Tang. At least the Heart Pirates didn't cower in fear like the Kid Pirates. They fought back. Yeah, Law at least fought for a couple of hours while Kid didn't last 2 minutes. Exactly. Bit surprised they couldn't take out Doc Q, though. Well, that means Shanks is stronger, and Kuzan received... Hold on. Kuzan received the choke slam by Garp. Look, both Garp and A from Naruto both have that vice grip of death. Beppo is him. Yes, he is. He is him. Beppo is that guy. Kid annihilated, Law defeated. I mean, stronger than Blackbeard. And we're going on another break. Must be Golden Week. Now I can... Oh, right. Now I can read the title. Now I can go back to the title. So, firstly, we have a beautiful color cover page where it has a vast majority of the Straw Hats all sleeping. Well, it's just the dudes. It's just the dudes sleeping. They're all just sleeping, and the only one who's still up is Sanji as he's reading a cookbook, but all the rest of the Straw Hats are all asleep. All right, chapter 1081, 10th ship captain of the Blackbeard Pirates, Kuzan. Yeah, these be some good chapters. Oda is basically Game of Thronesing 2 of the top two new generation pirates. Oda hyping Shanks and Blackbeard, man with burn scar candidates, Dragon, Sol, Gabon, Shiki, Fishman, or a new character. It's a person who sails in a black ship. You find a ship there, a ship with black sails. I want to see these newly minted attacks in video games sometime soon. CJ, I want to see it too. Do you realize that we are being denied an updated One Piece Pirate Warriors game that has all of these current characters now? Yamato, hybrid form, Blackbeard, souped up Big Mom, all these different characters that have all these different moves we could get in a brand new Pirate Warriors game, especially Garp. Conqueror's Haki, Garp? Please, we need it. We haven't seen a Musou game since Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. We need a new one. Not on the Switch, because I'd rather play a Musou game that is actually optimized for the console it's built for. No disrespect, but Musou games on the Switch are absolute garbage when it comes to frame rate. Give it to us on consoles. Thank you very much. But there's so much going on in One Piece right now. So to everyone here, look at Sanji. Look at Sanji plus King, plus King confirmed. Sanji's Conqueror is confirmed. It's not. Zoro is, though. But Sanji, I don't think he has it. I like that Beppo is now useful, and I hope Chopper and Usopp will become useful too. And now they can finally put Garp in Pirate Warriors. Look. This chapter just started. Ifrit, Jamba plus Conqueror Haki and Fusion, that just seems like a bit much. Because as soon as if Sanji were to get Conquerors, then everyone's going to be thinking, well, who else needs Conquerors? Jinbei, Brook, Usopp hasn't even learned how to use observation yet. So I feel like we should probably stave off on trying to see who's going to be the next. No, look at the first colored page. I am. What do you want me to see? He's reading a cookbook. Everyone else is not knocked out because, Conqueror's hockey was used on them. They're all knocked out because they're sleeping. I'm confused as to how you can glean Sanji has conquerors because he's the only one who's still awake reading the cookbook. I don't understand. I'm confused. Blue Hole would definitely be a grab slam move. Like, hold on. Let me just pull up Garp. Let me just pull up Garp in general. It's just a choke slam. They haven't updated it yet. Dang it, they haven't updated it yet. They haven't updated it so it could have so we can have Blue Hole. First, we have here's the thing. A lot of Garp's moves are based on space. Cooking, misspelled okay. Hold on, I'm trying to look at this color page. I don't see it. Only way Sanji knocking out his crew is because of something that gives him itis. Look, it's going to require a lot of red meat plus a crown. That does not mean anything. That really doesn't mean anything. He's just reading a cookbook. I feel like we probably shouldn't, overthink it because a lot of us have seen, Oda hide subliminal messaging and everything, but that also can make us fans kind of paranoid when it comes to thinking like, oh, he's hiding this. Sanji's reading a cookbook with a crown on it. That must mean he's going to get conquerors. You see? Kind of sounds ridiculous when I say it. So I think we should kind of hold off on that a little bit. Just saying. But it's a cookbook. I would not read into it too much. I wouldn't read into it. But this was a phenomenal chapter. Not only did we get Garp going up against Kuzan, and Kuzan really can't do anything about it because even though he's a Logia user, there's not much you can do against a Conqueror's Hockey user that is a master over it and is fully capable of hitting people who are once thought to be intangible. Such as, a good example is him going up against Marco. Marco is his Devil Fruit power basically gives him the aspects of all three categories: a Paramecia type, Logia type, and a Zoan type. The the Logia type is basically his intangibility. They were saying the same thing on Roger's stream, reaching and grasping at straws. That's why we should just we should not overanalyze too many things, especially when it comes to color cover pages, because Oda likes to hide things, but people will just he's got a crown on his book. Oh, Sanji's gonna get conquerors later on. Where's the basis? Where's the foundation for that? I'm just saying. It sounds good to say out loud, but you're gonna need a foundation. But Garp basically showing that which back-to-back chapters did you like more? 956 to 957 or 1079 to 1081? I would have to say 1079 to 1081. Because one, we saw the strength of Shanks, then we saw the strength of Garp, and now we see the defeat. We saw nothing tops 957, not yet at least. Which chapter was that again? Was that the ultimate chapter where we was explained the Rocks Pirates? Hold on. Let me pull that back. See, this is the reason why I'm also glad that I got the physical volume, so just in case the internet doesn't work, I can just go back to the actual volume itself and get it. And this falls under volume 80 something? Yeah, this is the ultimate chapter. Yeah, this is the ultimate chapter. This is the one where I lost my mind, and apparently a lot of people enjoyed that reaction as well. Yeah, it's the ultimate chapter. Yeah, it's the ultimate chapter. As much as I liked 956 to 957, 1079 to 1081 pretty much showed us what we all really wanted to see after a very long time. How long did we have to wait? How long were we wondering? Your impersonations are fire? Thank you, Knight. I appreciate it. That's pretty much what kind of, sells my reactions for this channel. Just because I'm sure there's a lot of people who do impersonations, but none do it like me. And that's one thing I'm so glad I can grasp onto. But as much as I like the ultimate chapter, being explained that the Rocks Pirates, once the most powerful pirate crew that existed in the world before Roger and Garp came along, and, kind of dismantled them, that included people like Big Mom, Shiki the Golden Lion, Kaido, and Whitebeard on the crew. 1079 to 1081 pretty much just confirmed a lot of suspicions. It fulfilled a lot of our inquiries about certain characters and also showcased us some powers from peoples that we didn't really think would have, but wound up having. Case in point, how long did we think we were going to have to go before we see Shanks ever fight? None of us could come up with the thought of it's going to be a while before we ever see Shanks fight. It's been a while since we ever seen Shanks try and fight everyone. We've seen him bring his sword out. We've seen him clash with Whitebeard. We've seen him block Akainu, but we never seen him physically go out of his way to name an attack and attack someone. The chapter where he just basically one-shot Kid and his entire crew and then has his entire ship utterly destroyed, phenomenal. Because it also shows you that Shanks is that dude. He is that man. Then, the next chapter we get after that is Garp showing up saying, you're holding the future of the Marines in your hands. Something that Prince Gruss is kind of jealous of, saying I'm going to sabotage Kobe, because for Garp to come out and say that he's the future of the Marines, I'm insulted by that. But for Garp to come out to the home base of a Yonko, ready to square up on everyone, confirm and showcase for the first time ever why he is on par with Roger in terms of power, showing both conquerors and all of his strength just punching towards the ground, not even touching the ground. He's like meters up in the air, punching towards the ground and completely devastating the entire region, the entire area where he was, also conveniently clearing out space for his ship to land as well, showing that he's a user of all three forms of Haki. Surprising everyone, shocking everyone. We even find out that Sword is basically the G.I. Joes of One Piece. And he's ready to square up with every single Blackbeard member that's there. Mind you, and remember, San Juan Wolf is there, Avalo Pizarro is there, Vasco Shot is there, and Kuzan, confirmed in today's chapter, is there as well. Garp is ready to square off against all of them. And he starts with Kuzan, who freezes Habari. And Garp gets upset over this, and still Conqueror's hockeyed up, just slams him into the ground. Saying wavering is a sign of weakness, and proceeds to body Kuzan. Now, let me just say this again. I don't know how effective Kuzan is going to be against Garp, since Garp basically can shatter out of being frozen just like Whitebeard. The only difference is Whitebeard used the Quake fruit to break out. Garp just used pure strength. Both men were frozen solid. And he just breaks out of there and blitzes Kuzan and chokeslams him. Exactly, we waited forever to see feats from both Shanks and Garp. We're still waiting for Oda to showcase Dragon's feat. Agreed, Dragon and Mihawk gonna be fire. If old Garp is like this, imagine Dragon. Imagine Dragon. Isn't that a soundtrack? Imagine Dragon. It is, isn't it? Law managed to fight Blackbeard, so that means Shanks is stronger than Blackbeard. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Garp is a real hockey man. He really is. When it comes to Masters of Hockey, I think Rayleigh and Garp are pretty much the pinnacle of Masters of Hockey across all the people who are still alive in the One Piece world. The absolute masters of it. Kaido's a master. Big Mom's a master. But Rayleigh and Garp, I feel like I almost cut my hand there. There's something in my finger. I don't know what it is. But Rayleigh and Garp, they are the cream of the crop when it comes to mastery of hockey itself. So, no sword, no devil fruit, just strength and hockey. The same as Roger. Roger had no devil fruits. He just had his strength and hockey. Of course, he had his sword ace, but still, same playing field as Garp. Garp is Sergeant Slaughter. Yes, he is. Prime Garp's top 3 of all time, and Sengoku. Sengoku's up there as well. The only difference is we've only seen what Sengoku can do during the Marineford War. We don't know if he's still like a major fighter ever since he became an inspector. Since he's no longer on the front lines as much anymore, because he's no longer the fleet admiral. We must cut Kid some slack because Shanks is a monster. I mean, you could cut him some slack. And mind you, Kid didn't even know that Shanks was going to be there, but he kind of find out. He kind of found out that Shanks was there and decided, you know what? We took down Big Mom and them. So let's go ahead and take down Shanks as well. Not knowing that Shanks is on a whole different playing field. Kid was being too cocky to give him a break. Of course. He was too cocky. He was drunk. Like I said, he was drunk on the idea of like, we beat Big Mom and we beat Kaido as well. I'm pretty sure we can take down another Yonko. So he just tries to square up. He tries to shoot a crew and winds up getting one shot. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. Now, if Kid was in his word, he would know not to be cocky. If he read the Bible, if he read the word, if he read the word, he would know that you should not be cocky in your endeavors. If he read the word, I'm gonna stop. But Law was well aware that, Blackbeard is a dangerous foe. But, because here's the thing. Sorry, eye is itching and it robs my ability to think and do of anything else. Last we saw of Law versus Blackbeard, he said Kurozu, which means that Law is not privy to all the facets of Blackbeard's powers. Because with Kurozu, he's able, Black Vortex, he's able to, draw a person towards him. And if Blackbeard touches that person, then that person with Devil Fruit powers is left at his mercy. So, as soon as Kurozu happened, as soon as that Black Vortex happened, I don't think Law had any idea what was going on. And thus that led to him being utterly beaten. Beppo using a Rumble Ball that Chopper made to allow Beppo to take on a short-term Sulong form, and Beppo, as a Sulong, the dude looks absolutely amazing. Beppo looks absolutely amazing as a Sulong. I think Kaido has better durability, but Shanks has better attack power. Luffy too attacked Kaido, and we all know the result. Yeah, they attacked without knowing their enemy, and therefore got one shot. Shanks did give Kid a break. He broke his spirit. Here's my thing. Kid should have learned that if you cannot take on the co-captain, if you can't take on the first mate, you're not taking on the captain. Ben Beckman, a person who only uses a gun the majority of the time, presumably shot off Kid's arm and sent the rest of the Kid Pirates packing, and Shanks didn't even know about it. Because the first time he sees Kid, he's all like, where's this dude's info? Who is this kid? Where's he from? Because Shanks didn't even know. And Shanks just runs up on him and one-shots him. If Kid didn't try to shoot the crew, maybe Shanks would have played with him for a while. Possibly. Still want Kid to have an important role in his story. He's going to come back, maybe. We don't know. Their status is unknown. We cannot rule them out. We cannot rule them out just because they've been defeated. It doesn't mean that we're never going to see them again. It just means that we're not going to see them for a long time. That's the difference. With status unknown, we're not going to hear from them for a very long time. They don't have a part in the story. They don't have a crucial part in the story right now. Oda basically just said that. He's basically written off the Kid Pirates for now. And now with this chapter, he's basically written off the Heart Pirates for now. Status unknown. We don't know where they're going to be. We don't know how important they're going to be later on, but they're not dead. Status is unknown, but not deceased. That's a difference, which means that they could have a part to play later on, but it's not going to be right now or anytime soon. They got to lick their wounds. They got to come back from this. They got to rest up. They got to get ships back because the Polar Tang is gone and the Victoria Punk is gone. These men just got brand new bounties and now they've lost their ship. He must be back in the story, and so does Law, but Law definitely is an important part of the story. He's a D in an immortality surgery. Not only that, but he still wants to learn about what the will of D actually is, because he came to Wano not only to take down Kaido, but also find out about the road poneglyph in the hopes of finding poneglyphs that have more information about what the D means. So he still has to fulfill that goal. But Law definitely, somehow maybe Kid and Law open up a bakery together. One-shot cupcakes, that's exactly what it's going to be. And the million-dollar question, when will Gin reappear back in the story? We haven't seen, Gin hasn't been in the One Piece story ever since the Baratie saga, the Baratie arc, where Luffy was facing off against Don Krieg. We haven't seen him. It's been well over 10 years. It's been a long time. Who knows? Gin may reappear as a side character or something. Don't know. The middle of Beppo's Sulong form face looks a little like that horror movie version of Winnie the Pooh. Let's not talk about that version. Let me look at his form. Let me look at his form again. Beppo's Sulong face. Beppo's Sulong face has a much more ferocious look than the derpy look that the Winnie the Pooh in that horror film does. Kid and Law needs time skip like Straw Hats. Maybe. As Tekking often would say, maybe. But all I know is we're going on break after seeing the Heart Pirates defeated. Beppo is swimming under the ocean with Law right now, so, hopefully. Hey, Knight, what you're saying, that better not be an actual spoiler. That better not be an actual spoiler. Because, we don't play that here. That better not be a spoiler. And we just had a break. Yeah, we just came back from break. Nah, it's a joke. Don't scare me. Don't scare me like that. Now I feel bad about removing your comment. Ah! Don't scare me like that. Ah, my heart. Oh, thank God it was a joke. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't scare me like that. I try to be so careful. Don't scare me. Don't scare me like that. No! Don't do that. I'm sorry. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know I should. You just. Wait a minute, who's Bogard? What? Okay, so that's who that is. I had no idea who Bogard was. Bogard is the right-hand man of Garp. No, you're fine, Knight. You just scared me. Yeah. you just scared me. I know it's you got to be careful nowadays. We reactioneers got to be careful. But I'm done. I've gone on for far too long. Silver's Rayleigh. Firstly, welcome. Chopper's next bounty will not be the cotton candy lover anymore. His next bounty will be like Chopper the dealer. Yeah, I looked him up. He's a right-hand man of Garp. But Chopper the... Ooh, what about not just Chopper the dealer? What about Chopper the Rumble Baller? Chopper the Rumble Baller? Working title, working new name, because he can't be Cotton Candy Lover forever. Chopper the Rumble Baller. I like that. I like that one. But let me just go ahead and resolve this now. This was a phenomenally great chapter. We got to see more strength from Garp, and Kuzan really has his work cut out for him. We saw the backstory of how Kuzan met with the Blackbeard Pirates and how they join up with one another. They're not friends, they just have an alignment of interests, which makes me wonder, what exactly is the alignment of interest that would cause Kuzan to even join up with Blackbeard in the first place? Because that doesn't necessarily explain, that doesn't necessarily clear up his reasons for joining them. What is the reason that Kuzan is traveling with them and decided to be a captain? Because he doesn't want to be a pirate, clearly. But he's joined up with them for another reason. So it's going to be interesting. Chopper the Pusher. Ooh, Ozzy, that's good. Chopper the Pusher. That's good. A reindeer helped a bear who then safeguarded the law. I like these jokes y'all coming up with. I remember when Chopper transformed the first time, and that was when Dr. Correa was talking about how it happened, and that was during the whole Enies Lobby arc when Chopper was going up against Kumadori. Like I said, can't wait to read through that chapter. Chopper is like a more moral and much cuter Walter White of the One Piece world, and not to be used in this story is a sin. I remember when Chopper transformed the first time, and to not be used in this story, maybe. But let me bring it to a close. I've gone on for far too long. I still got My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen. I actually do need to be fast because it's 1:18 right now. So, matter of fact, I need to, hold on, my family. Sorry, my pastor was talking. And my sister texted me as well. I need to charge my phone and then hit up the family so that we can go out to eat for my sister's birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow, but we're celebrating today. Let me put my phone in the charger, then I'll bring it to a close. Oh, yo, 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 oh. Sorry. All right, we're done. Sincere apologies. Knight, you're fine. Don't worry about it. All right, we're done. I give this as a review. This was a great chapter. We got necessary exposition. The Blackbeard Pirates talking with Kuzan. We got to see more things from Garp. We got to see Kuzan going up against Garp. It didn't really work all that well. And now we have the Heart Pirates defeated. So many things just happened in this chapter, and now we got to stew in it for a whole nother week. All I can say is, this was a great chapter, and I was grateful that I was able to share this moment with all of you. To everyone, all I can say at the end of the day is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share this stream with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. And maybe even consider becoming maybe even consider I can't even I'm messing up my own outro. I'm sorry. Maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later peoples, on to My Hero Academia!